All right, everybody, welcome back. You ready to jump into another deep dive today?
Always ready. What are we looking at this time?
Well, yeah, everybody's always thinking about retirement, right? I mean, who doesn't want to kick back and relax when they reach those golden years?
You're telling me. I'm already planning mine.
Well, today's deep dive is all about understanding annuities, specifically the Fidelity and Guaranty Life Performance Pro Fixed Indexed Annuity. And we're going to see if it might be a good fit for your retirement plan.
Sounds good to me. Annuities can be a bit of a head scratcher for some folks, though, right?
Oh, absolutely. So before we really get going, let's just make sure we're all on the same page. So an annuity, it's basically like a contract you make with an insurance company.
Right. It's not like throwing your money into the stock market or something.
All right. Exactly. You give them a chunk of change, and they promise to pay you back later.
Okay.
Could be all at once or in regular payments. This particular annuity, the Performance Pro, well, it offers some really interesting ways not just to grow your money, but also to protect it from those nasty market crashes. And on top of that, it aims to make sure you have income coming in throughout your entire retirement.
I think that's what a lot of people are looking for, that sense of security.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine knowing you're covered no matter what the market does. So we'll break down all those details, but I just got to say right off the bat, there's even a feature that could double your income in certain situations.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we've got some intrigue here.
We do.
Yeah.
But we got to lay the groundwork first. So let's start with the basics. How does this annuity actually make your money grow? We're also keeping it safe. That feels like a bit of a magic trick.
Right. It almost sounds too good to be true. But the way it works is that the Performance Pro annuity is linked to these market indices, like the S&P 500, for example.
Okay, so you're kind of betting on the S&P 500 going up.
Yeah, you could say that. But here's the key difference. With a regular investment, if the market takes a nosedive, you could lose a lot of money.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
Exactly. But with this annuity, your principal is protected. So if the market goes up, you get to enjoy a portion of those gains. But if it crashes, you don't lose your initial investment.
So it's like a win-win.
In a way, yeah. You get some of that market growth potential without that constant worry of losing everything.
Okay, I got to admit, that does sound pretty appealing. And what about this vesting bonus I keep hearing about?
Ah, yes, the vesting bonus. That's basically like a little welcome gift. You can get up to 15% added to your initial investment.
15%. Wow. That's not bad at all.
It's a nice incentive to stick with the annuity for the long haul. The longer you keep your money in there, the more you benefit.
I like that. Reward patience.
Yeah.
But let's face it, retirement planning is a long game. It's not about getting rich quick. You need something that's going to provide steady income for years and years. And that brings us to the Enhanced Guaranteed Minimum Withdrawal Benefit Rider, or EGMWB for short.
Catchy, right?
Very catchy, but also probably confusing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Can you break it down for us?
Absolutely. So the EGMWB rider is all about guaranteeing you a steady income stream in retirement. Think of it like a pension, in a way. And the roll-up rate is a key part of that. It helps your income base grow over time. So once you hit retirement and start taking withdrawals, you're guaranteed a certain amount of income every single year, no matter what the market's doing.
So even if the market goes haywire, you're still covered.
Exactly. You've got that predictable income stream you can count on. It's like an insurance policy against running out of money in your golden years.
Oh, that takes a huge weight off your shoulders, doesn't it? Knowing that you're not going to be left high and dry, even if the market takes a turn for the worse.
Peace of mind is priceless, especially when it comes to retirement.
All right, so earlier I mentioned a feature that could potentially double your income. You ready to dive into that?
Hit me with it. I'm all ears.
Okay, it's called the impairment multiplier. And honestly, it was one of the things that really made me want to take a closer look at this annuity.
I can see why. It's a pretty unique feature. Basically, if you become unable to perform 2 out of 6 activities of daily living, your income payments double.
Okay, so what exactly are activities of daily living?
They're basic things we do every day. Things like bathing, dressing ourselves, eating. There are 6 of them in total.
Okay, I'm with you. So if you can't do at least 2 of those things, your income doubles.
Exactly. It's there to help you cover the costs of long-term care, which, as we all know, can be incredibly expensive.
That's a game changer, isn't it? Having that extra financial support when you need it most. But life is unpredictable. What if your plans change and you need to access your money before you actually retire?
Well, the good news is this annuity offers some flexibility. After that first year, you can withdraw a certain percentage of your money without getting hit with a penalty.
Okay, so you're not completely locked in. That's good to know.
And there are some waivers, too. For example, if you need to move into a nursing home or if you're facing a terminal illness.
Makes sense. It's good to have those safety valves built in.
Absolutely.
And what about leaving money to your loved ones when you pass away?
You've got options there too. The death benefit can be paid out as a lump sum to your beneficiaries, or you can set it up as structured payments over time, kind of like an inheritance they receive in installments.
So you have some control over how your loved ones are taken care of even after you're gone.
That's the idea. It's about providing peace of mind for you and your family.
Okay, so let's do a quick recap. This Performance Pro Annuity, it offers growth potential protection from market downturns, a guaranteed income stream, and then those extra features for things like long-term care and legacy planning. Seems like a pretty well-rounded package.
It does cover a lot of bases, that's for sure. But it's really important to remember that annuities, they're just one piece of the puzzle.
Right. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
Not at all. They might not be the right fit for every single person out there. It really depends on your individual circumstances, your risk tolerance, your overall financial goals.
And that's why it's always a good idea to talk to a financial advisor.
Yeah, absolutely. They can help you figure out if an annuity makes sense for you or if there are other strategies that might be a better fit.
Makes sense. Annuities can be complex. You don't want to go into it blind.
Definitely not. And while we're on the topic of retirement planning, there are so many other things to consider too, right? It's not just about annuities.
Right. It's a whole big world out there.
Exactly. So while you're exploring your options, think about other ways to build that secure retirement. Are you maxing out your 401k contributions? Have you looked into a Roth IRA?
All good questions to ask yourself. And don't forget about diversifying your investments. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, as they say.
Solid advice.
Retirement planning, it can feel overwhelming at times, but honestly, just taking it one step at a time, doing your research, it can make a world of difference.
Couldn't agree more. The key is to be proactive and informed.
Well said. And hey, thanks for joining us on this deep dive today. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure to talk about this stuff.
All right, everybody. Until next time.